Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with another achievement guide for Dredge, the Iron Rig DLC. This is a 2-for-1 video. We're going to discuss how to unlock both Shadowed Splashes and the Gleaming Goliath. Shadowed Splashes is for 20 gamer score, and you get this very simply by having 5 dark splashes in your inventory at the same time. And there's 2 ways to get dark splashes into your inventory. Once you've visited the Iron Rig and progressed the story a little bit, to the point where you've gotten disturbed waters, the black goo water that starts to spread all around the map, all you need to do is travel to one of those locations and get your boat into that disturbed water. If you look around the water, there will be little bubbles that will kind of inflate and then pop on the surface of the water. And if you drive your boat through one of those bubbles as it's increasing in size and before it pops, you will get a dark splash on your boat. However, there's an even easier way to do this. If you're fishing in the disturbed waters and you mess up the mini game, so you activate it when you're not in the green zones where you're supposed to, and usually that just resets your catch timer a little bit. It just delays the catch time for whatever you're trying to catch. If you're doing that in disturbed water and you miss the mini game, you'll get a dark splash on your boat. So you could very easily go fishing in the disturbed water, mess up real bad 5 times, and you will get 5 dark splashes on your boat and unlock this achievement. The Gleaming Goliath goes very well with the previous achievement. That's why I'm discussing them together. What happens, just like in almost every other area of the game in Dredge, the disturbed water has a big bad, a lurking presence that can do damage to your boat, and there's not much that you can do to fight against it. Thankfully, you don't have to. All you have to do for this achievement is evade that big bad in the disturbed water. So what happens, as your stress increases, you will get attacked by an escalating kind of measure in the disturbed water. You'll see a tentacle poke up out of the water and try to slap your boat. And eventually, if your stress gets high enough, a big monster fish will pop up out of the water and try to chomp down on your boat to do a bunch of damage. And that's what you need to have happen, and then you need to have that attack miss. So when you're collecting the dark splashes, the more you have on your boat, the higher your stress. So when you get those 5 dark splashes, you will very likely have reached the high stress threshold to get the goo monster to start attacking your boat. And so all you need to do is, you can, if you want to arrange it perfectly, you'll want to have your boat so that when the monster pops up out of the water, your boat is kind of perpendicular or 90 degrees to the monster. He'll lunge at your boat, you'll go forward and he'll miss, and that will pop the achievement. But as long as you're doing anything, you can outrun him, you can do a little, like if you're off angle and you're not perfectly perpendicular, all of that can cause the fish monster to miss. The haste ability can be useful here. That little speed boost will help you get out of the way. If you're very early game and you're playing the Iron Rig kind of on a fresh playthrough with a very low power boat and you don't have your engines upgraded, you might have some trouble with this and maybe you delay. But if you're anywhere close to the end game, you've got some upgraded engines, you've got some upgraded abilities, you will be able to make this guy miss. And I think if he does hit you, he's just doing 2 damage. So bring a repair kit or 2. If you take a hit, repair the damage just so you don't get your boat completely destroyed. And the second time, you'll get a feel for this very, very quickly. I think I messed up my first time trying to evade him here. He got up really close to me and I wasn't able to quite dodge the attack. Second time, no problem, dodged it, achievement unlocked. And that is all that is required to get these 2 achievements in the Dredge Iron Rig DLC. Hopefully you found the video helpful. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.